All right, this your host, Rakeem the Butcher. I got my co-host,
Bubba the Bone Crusher.
and you got my guest.
The one and only Sharon.
Now we got breaking news of RKelly. That some of his people some of the women have been lying about the age.
Well.
Now let's play some and see what they got to talk about.
RKelly, real name Robert Sylvester Kelly, also known as the R&B King. Among the women who criticized RKelly's conduct and did all in their capacity to paint the worst picture of him was now famous Lisa Van Allen, who was indeed among the accusers that claimed they met with RKelly at the age of 17. The way she laid out the events, however, made it unclear what age she actually was when she met him, considering she had to be 18 at the time the Home Alone video shoot took place, and it is at this event she says she first met the R&B King. The contradicting statements quickly got some people curious and they decided to investigate, only to find out it is indeed true that Lisa Van Allen was a consenting adult when she first met RKelly, and was therefore not qualified to be called the victim that the government coached her to be. It was rather strange to see the same Lisa Van Allen appear on various TV and social media channels insisting on being a victim, and suggesting that she and Robert had their first encounter when she was a minor in accordance to the federal law of the United States. Lisa Van Allen was asked numerous questions, but she kept beating around the bush to avoid self-incrimination. One question that rather stood out, and that was the one that required her to tell exactly how old she was when she first met with RKelly. This question rattled her, and it was always easy to notice she was not being truthful when she answered, suggesting she was 17. These questions clearly played with her mindset and made her quickly lose the confidence she had come in with to the show. Strangely though, Lisa Van Allen continued to honor even more and more invites to several other channels to tell the same lie over and over again. She also did the same thing at The Real Show, and finally during Sony's Surviving RKelly drama.
Degree Advanced 72-hour non-stop protection for long-lasting freshness.
Well, got a commercial, but this is crazy.
The girl was really 18.
And during some of these events,
17.
Well, evidently this girl was 18 years old.
She was 18 years old claiming to be... I mean, what would you do for a Klondike bar?
Hey, got that money, and she wants some Klondike bars.
Everybody wanted to jump on the ship when there's money involved and they think they can get some of it.
Now, we don't know how many women were telling the truth or how many was lying, but she's not the only one, we got more.
Yeah, this other one's lying. I mean, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, they saying the government is behind all this to try to lock him up.
And I gotta admit, I was one of the ones that victimized RKelly. And I shouldn't have victimized him all the way. We should have waited till more information came out.
Well, we thought they were telling the truth.
Because that was years ago.
Yeah.
That was 2 years ago?
We thought because they was doing Surviving RKelly, it was true.
Yeah, I thought it would tell me, why else would you get on TV and just lie like that? I mean, but they found out the government was paying them. The government paid these women up to $2,000 per person to lie. I mean,
the government is behind it.
Why would you lie for $1,000, $2,000?
$2,000, you gotta pay me more than that to lie.
At that time, she was she was 18, so.
Well, I guess 2,000 was a lot for her.
Yeah.
Let's play some more of this blasphemous news.
She did manage to shade some crocodile tears to look like a victim. What she failed to realize was that none of these tricks were working, for she was always standing out as the liar she was, even if she attempted the act of the century, shading those crocodile tears of hers each time she was asked to explain her involvement. Crying was certainly not going to help her, and it wasn't long before she got busted as the biggest liar of the season, to a point of being disqualified from among the alleged victims, and only maintained as a witness who would later be used to incriminate RKelly and his co-accused. And then came a Santi McGee, who, by virtue of her age, it was clear she wasn't a victim but was probably in for the fame it came with, and did a good job tarnishing RKelly's name further with her defamation campaign. Asante McGee's statements, however, did vary from one show to another she attended. For example, while on Surviving R. Kelly, she said she moved in with R. Kelly in Chicago in 2015, and yet on K101 she says that was in 2015. Her claims just weren't tallying, and when asked at what age she met R. Kelly and she said she was 35 and vulnerable, it all appeared like she was simply on a mission to defame the R&B king. Why would a consenting woman at
How are you 35 and you're vulnerable?
Well, how you vulnerable at 35?
You knew exactly what you were doing at 35. You wanted some of that money.
She knew he was married and had kids. And she just said she moved in with him.
Yeah.
So what was the vulnerable part?
No vulnerable part. She just wanted the fame.
She wants the fame and the money, living that lifestyle. Like I said, the United States government allegedly is behind it.
Why?
Hey, that's
Why him? Why
A lot of people to get. You go after R. Kelly.
Why would you want to go after him?
Why not Bill Gates?
Well, you know they ain't gonna go after the elite.
But what did R. Kelly?
He's a black man they can put in prison.
But this so it doesn't make sense.
No, it don't make sense. We gotta watch more, see how much sense it makes.
But it ain't never gonna make sense. The government want R. Kelly.
He probably knew something he shouldn't have been knowing.
R. Kelly don't know nothing
You never
but
know.
bumping and grinding.
Who knows who gave him some information? You never know. There's always a backstory.
But if R. Kelly knew something, he would have said something after they were trying to railroad him to prison. Don't you think so?
Yeah.
Well,
I think he got that on the government.
All the beans.
Especially if I'm going 30 years in prison. I'm telling
I ain't
everything.
going down by myself.
I'm squeaking, hollering, yelling, stool pigeon, and all. Now I'll play some more.
35 take to national television and act like she was lured into being with a man she well knew had a wife and kids. Meanwhile, the most annoying moment while reviewing her videos was on the Surviving R. Kelly docuseries, where she was asked what message she would love to send out to R. Kelly, and she began acting sorry for his children like she cared at all. A 35-year-old woman, old enough to be the mother of R. Kelly's children, comes into his life literally to enjoy the resources that should have been for his kids, and to derail a music star from his primary obligations, later making false claims about him with the primary intention of sending him to prison for the rest of his life. And when asked what message to send out to him, she wants to pretend like she cares an inch about the children's well-being. This was familiarity at the highest degree.
Darlings, your skin is thirsty. New Charlotte's Magic Water Cream. This is my comeback. Start yours at purdueglobal.edu.
Degree. She had no right whatsoever to even speak a word about Robert's children. And the next time she ever does that again, she will need to visit her church and repent her sins. These are definitely only a few of the many women who appeared on Lifetime and other platforms telling some of the worst lies on R. Kelly. We will be bringing you a few at a time. Looking at the nature of falsehoods these women managed to spread about the R&B king and how successful they were will make you think the government has no law against defamation. It's also very disturbing to learn that it was as a result of this phony act of a docuseries that District Attorney Kim Foxx decided to indict the R&B king. What a blunder. While the whole world knew that Lisa Van Allen was never a real victim, her father did not hesitate to hold her hand and march with her to the courthouse as though to demonstrate the two had a solidarity in telling lies. Who does that? And even when the government knew all along she was not what she said she was, they still brought her to the stand to testify against R. Kelly, and insisted she does the same in Chicago, where they literally dragged her to court hoping she would help find R. Kelly guilty of justice obstruction. Thankfully, this did not happen as they had expected. According to Kim, this is all about money, public humiliation, and propaganda. How come none of these females were made to take a lie detector test to ascertain if they were telling the truth or not?
Evidently, Kim was the district attorney of this whole case.
Now, who's this Kim person?
She's the district attorney, the one they just showed earlier, the black lady.
No,
No, that was the district attorney that said it at the subtitle.
I thought that was one of the women.
No, that was the district attorney.
Oh. Well, what was that rumor about a threesome involving the district attorney?
We ain't got to that yet. He going ahead of sit.
Oh.
That's what you gotta say, Bob, anything?
I mean, it's not surprising. It's not surprising. It's not surprising. And it's supposed to go to prison every day.
Yeah. Mike Tyson went.
Mike Tyson went.
And everybody know good and well. All he had to say, I'm Mike Tyson, drop the drawers, heifer, and she did it.
She came to his room. He didn't go to her room. She came to his room at what? 12 o'clock at night or something?
Somewhere around that time.
That's a booty call.
That's starting and bopping hours. Let's play some more.
Why isn't anyone asking why it took 2 years to make Surviving R. Kelly documentary? Robert had to pay the price, not to mention this man is now psychologically affected and his reputation will never be the same, all because of these false allegations. It should be them paying restitutions to Robert and not the other way round.
Those glasses big enough.
According to Judith Blakes, it's still hard to understand. No police reports, no attempts to escape, no proof, just word of mouth and someone gets 30 years? How did our country get here? It's unbelievable how the justice system has played a big role in this injustice. The law has broken the law and this should not be acceptable. I didn't think when several untruthful people are mobilized and gathered together, they are capable of sending a man to prison for all the wrong reasons like they did R. Kelly. Looking at the circumstances surrounding this case, I don't think it should take that long for the appeal court to dismiss the matter and have R. Kelly acquitted. Hard as it may be to believe that such things still happen in this country, these two women were indeed involved in concocting the biggest lie ever and should be held accountable for the defamation it came with.
Oh, don't worry, they will.
According to Tuku Guinner, my only message to Lisa Van Allen and
You know what I'm saying? No women. Every sin will be accountable for, either on earth or in heaven, or we can get sent to hell.
Oh, they ain't gonna get that. They up here lying like they're sending people to prison. I don't know if they make it to heaven, then no.
Yeah, well, either way, whatever you do,
you have to ask for it.
You have to ask for it.
I mean, all this shit. That's crazy. Cause the man didn't want him, maybe?
That's probably what it was.
Or he didn't give him as much money as they tried to get from him?
Could be a little bit of both.
I'm sure they threatened him to say something if he didn't give him money.
And you think the U.S. government if this isn't true, you think they're going to pay him any money? They ain't going to pay him any money. They set it up.
They want to send him. They want to send him to prison. What they going to pay him for? I mean...
If they appeal the case, then he can sue.
He can sue, but come on,
He get something.
He might get something.
But this is crazy. I mean, if this is true, if the women lied, they destroyed this man. I mean, and part of it is his fault too for using the head in his pants instead of the one on his head.
That's true.
Instead of using his head on his shoulders, he used the wrong head to think.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
You can't just mess with anything and anybody.
Well,
Especially when you're famous.
And it said the judge was shocked to hear the lies that saw R. Kelly wrongfully convicted. Judge even surprised.
If that's the case, why is he still in jail?
Well, you gotta go through the process. You don't just automatically say, "Oopsie, we're sorry, you're out."
Yeah, you go home now.
You can go skip down a little, follow yellow brick road.
Really?
Yeah, it takes a process.
Let's play some more.
Colleague Santi McGee is that what goes around comes around. She is probably next on the list after the likes of Michael Avenatti and Tasha K, who are already paying for their sins. It looks like everyone who wrongs R. Kelly deliberately is getting paid in one way or the other. If you wish to take part in a live interview discussing any of these topics, let us know by sending an email to sashalfnmedia@gmail.com for scheduling. Thank you for watching today's video, a production of LFN Media, giving you another perspective of issues at hand.
Oh, this is not it. I got more.
Uh-oh. Bring us some more. Bring up some more dirt.
It took 2 years after the surviving documentary for all this to come out.
How long has he been in prison?
See, about 2018, wasn't it? 2009, yeah, 18.
Somewhere around there.
They've been there about 5 years, 4 or 5 years.
Let's play some more.
You are welcome to another episode of LFN What's Your Say? The #1 listening show where we discuss real issues with real people like you. We are still featuring RKelly, real name Robert Sylvester Kelly, also known as the R&B King. The main government witness for which RKelly is largely in prison today is defense witness turned government conspirator Azriel Clary, who felt RKelly was not an abusive man as his enemies claim, until she listened to and read his leaked prison communications that were delivered to her by the Bureau of Prisons officers through famous blogger Tasha K. This was clearly an act of witness tampering as well as illegal release of restricted prisons information to win a witness over to the government camp. Once she learned that RKelly was not ready to leave his other girlfriend Joycelyn Savage for her, she flipped on him and joined his enemies, and like everyone else in her camp lied on the R&B King to help government build a case around her rather jump.
Because he didn't want her.
Man, people, it's cold world out here. It's very cold. It's vicious.
When you have money, you gotta be very careful
About your movements, who you talking to.
People always trying to set you up, mess you up.
Have hidden cameras in your house.
Well, now you're gonna walk around with body cams on your clothes, and people don't even know you got a body cam on. I mean, come on now.
All because somebody don't want you, you gonna set them up.
You gotta record everything. I have a big camera on my lapel. Say that again. What you say?
Say that again.
What you just say?
1, 2, 3. Test it. 1, 2, 3. You ain't gonna jam me up. I hate it for you.
I mean, I hate it because you ain't gonna get me.
There's gonna be a camera, like I said, a camera in every room, in every angle. In every 4 corners, there's gonna be a camera.
And there's gonna be a sex contract you have to sign.
And I wouldn't want to have sex with you if I can do all that.
And they're gonna be, it's gonna be recording like they do in jail. You're gonna not only see it, you're gonna hear it. Everything's gonna be on camera. Speak up, look, girl. Why you mumbling? Speak up.
He talking too low. Speak up. I give you $100. You speak up now. That's the cold, cruel world.
That's the way it is, though.
But what goes around comes around.
Yeah, but his life is destroyed.
It is, but.
And he gonna always be known as a pedophile.
Yeah, it damages his character.
So I guess the interview where he's on Gayle King, he was telling some truth. Y'all killing me with this.
Yeah. But and this is the sad part. There are women out there who's really been abused and used and raped. Then you got these things like this.
Hyenas.
The hyenas.
Predators.
Hey.
Sewer rats.
Wow. You keep getting a little worse, ain't it? Hyenas and
Gutter rats.
Gutter rats. And, you have women like this. Who do you believe now? Who can you believe?
You don't know what's real and what's fake no more.
Everything's a blur. You might be telling the truth and you might not. I don't know. That's just like the little boy that cried wolf.
Yeah.
When the wolf really did come, nobody believed him.
I said,
It is.
I was the one to talk about RKelly. I said it in public, but if I'm wrong, then I was wrong.
Yeah, you was smeared over RKelly.
I said I ain't gonna support his music no more or nothing.
You sure did.
At that time,
It looked good.
it looked like he did it, but he didn't do it.
Oh, RKelly said he was innocent.
Yeah, he said he was. Let's play some more.
Testimony. It's however important to remember that before she was angry with RKelly, Azriel Clary had appeared on several media platforms such as CBS when she did a mega interview with Gayle King, where she revealed that her parents, who had the primary responsibility of raising her right, had instead been in conspiracy to sort of exchange her for the good life she anticipated RKelly could provide the family. According to Azriel's words during this interview, her parents were the real threat to worry about and not RKelly. She said that her father had sent her on a mission to trap RKelly into giving them money from time to time in exchange for his silence, after asking her to take as many pictures as she could whenever she was intimate with him, pictures they could later use in case they needed to blackmail him.
They prostitute their
This
daughter.
could mean that the Clary parents were out to force their allegedly underage daughter onto RKelly for the purpose of material.
Cold blood.
That's sex trafficking.
Yes, it is. So they should be going to prison.
Oh, it's coming back. It's coming back on you.
If the courts don't get you, the streets gonna get you.
Yep.
I mean, they just sex trafficked their daughter. I mean, but no, she was 17, but she was.
They lied and said she was.
They lied and said she was 18.
No, they said she was 18. Yeah.
Oh, but it wasn't this one though. It was the other one.
In Chicago, different states have different ages where you were able to consent without.
Yeah.
What is the consenting age in Chicago?
I don't know. So I know in Kentucky it's 17.
I mean, it probably got to be that way there. I mean, so
New York is 17.
So why are they?
No, it's 16 in New York.
Why are they bringing these 17-year-old girls in here and charging her with doing something wrong when they at the age of consent?
It's a setup. Like Mary Berry said, it's a setup. It's a setup.
Old Mary.
Barry, you didn't say he was set up.
He said himself.
I know that wasn't no setup. But
this one right here is the setup.
I think girls are 17 years old.
Yep. I don't know what to say about this. I'll play some more.
Gains. Yet they now claim it was RKelly who wanted her underage. This is confirmation that the Clary parents had
clean, simple, effective deodorant.
It's
not a myth. It's native.
had sufficient motive to lie to RKelly that their daughter was of age, which would mean RKelly cannot be guilty of underage relations with Azriel, for he had no way to know she wasn't 18 when the parents told him so. To make it even more difficult for him to know her real age, Azriel's mother Alice Clary took time to train her daughter how to seduce him, and during one of her coaching sessions, text message evidence reveals she advised her daughter to sit on his lap as she sung to him sweet loving songs, and went ahead to instruct her on how to make him want to sleep with her. Again, her mother Alice Clary was not done yet. She also took time to grab her daughter's phone and text RKelly pretending to be Azriel in a way that led him on to believe that Azriel was indeed.
Wow, pimp your own daughter out.
In this case, you can't say pimping ain't easy. In this one, it was easy.
Pimp the daughter out. Told her what to do.
The mother and the father.
Told her how to seduce the man. Told her to take pictures of him doing the do. Man, what daddy in the world tell their daughter, take some nasty pictures of you doing the do?
Right.
All this for money.
What people would do for money, for the love of money.
Love of money. People turn on their mother, kill their own brother.
Hey.
In this case, pimp their own daughter out.
I mean,
don't let money rule you.
This is crazy. Your parents gonna say, okay, now this how you seduce a man. This how you get a man in bed, girl. Listen now, listen. Really?
When these parents, especially when the daddy go to prison, the daddy's gonna go to prison.
You think?
Yeah, when he go to prison.
What make you think he's going?
If he don't go to prison, the streets gonna get him.
What make you think the streets?
Oh, somebody
gonna get him. It does come back to you.
Look what's happened to the girls. They killed. Look what happened to the people that killed Shanquella.
They still free?
But they getting beat up in the streets.
They get beat up in the streets.
Can't go nowhere. You might as well.
You might as well go to jail.
Might as well.
And I'll play some more. All this is alleged.
Adult woman and was ready to be with him in mature ways. If anyone should be in prison, it should be Alice Clary, who solicited a minor and successfully packaged her as the adult she wasn't. There is also word that Alice Clary did equip her daughter with an ID that said she was 18 years old, which she carried everywhere with her, making it even more difficult for RKelly to know that she was only a few months away from adulthood in accordance to the U.S. federal law. In fact, at one point, the police had to check her ID, and with it verified she was 18 during an abrupt check. Just how was RKelly to know if even the trained police officers failed to detect this? It's indeed too much to expect from RKelly that he would have managed to tell Azriel's true age amidst all these confusing communications from her very parents, who also did a good job to lie to him she was 18. Meanwhile, this same untruthful woman Alice Clary was seen in an interview with Gayle King along with her husband Angelo, when she tried to make it appear like it was Azriel who insisted on being with RKelly, and trying to have her name omitted from the equation when she said these words. She said, "This is my opportunity, this is my big break. Take a look."
She's saying you're messing up my chances.
And that's exactly what she said. This is my opportunity, this is my big break.
But the text message evidence which only surfaced recently shows that these were her words to her daughter instead, and not the other way around. It was
Well, people are cold as ice.
That's their big break to pimp their daughter out. It's their chance to get some money to live good. How much money did they think they will get?
I guess they thought he was going to get millions of dollars.
Yes, R. Kelly's song was right. I admit it. I didn't do it. He didn't do it.
I for some money.
All for some money. See, they thought when they go blackmail him, they thought he was going to give in. Evidently, he didn't give in.
Well, they kept the pictures just in case they had to blackmail.
I don't know. Evidently he probably gave him something. Cause
yeah, he gave him something.
The daddy kept sending her back for more.
Yeah.
That's where he messed up, when he started giving out money.
But he got scared.
Hey, you just have to take this to court. I ain't giving out money if I ain't done nothing wrong.
Well, he probably have done some wrong now.
He may have done something wrong, but we don't know how many women was telling the truth or who was lying. But I play some more. Cold world. Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Azriel's mother, who was telling her daughter how this was indeed a great opportunity for her to hook RKelly for himself, and how she was excited that her son-in-law was going to be older than her, and there is text message evidence to prove this. Strangely though, when it was trial time, the Brooklyn federal judge Ann Donnelly, together with her jury of 12, preferred to believe the rumors about RKelly which were not backed up with concrete evidence, and ignored the text message evidence which would have exonerated RKelly, for there was no chance for him to know that this woman Azriel had 3 months left to get to 18. This is characteristic of a kangaroo court which has already predetermined the outcome of the trial before it even begins. The New York court ought to explain to us which criteria they used to determine RKelly guilty of these crimes against Azriel Clary when they had all this evidence at their disposal. There is no doubt the only thing the Clarys are good at is putting up a great show and acting depressed about something they invited their daughter into, yet now pretend it was RKelly to blame for everything that happened. There is no doubt the government was only out to hunt RKelly down and not to help black women get justice like they suggest, because if they really did, Alice Clary would be the one in jail for attempting to traffic her own daughter, and not RKelly, who was only tricked into believing the woman was of age. There is even no tangible evidence empiric enough to prove that Kelly and Azriel were doing it in the 3 months gap before she turned 18. If there had been a pregnancy he was responsible for, then a biological formula would have applied, but to simply draw conclusions from storylines told by accusers, moreover accusers who are fond of changing statements, is simply not supposed to be acceptable by the DOJ.
They keep changing statements, but they allow this to go on.
The government wasn't taking now. He must have known something.
He knows something for them doing like this.
RKelly didn't know nothing.
I mean, he had to, for the government just like, hey, trafficking women, you having sex with underage girls.
You a rich black man. We gotta get you.
We gotta get you. We gotta make some type of example out of it.
There are a lot of rich black men.
Yeah, but he was famous. He's on the TV records. If this is true, I hate this for R. Kelly.
Well, his life was screwed already.
Yeah, he was already screwed up. As a little kid, he was screwed up. As an adult, now he's screwed up.
What are you gonna do when he get out?
Who knows? Boy, I tell you, people are dirty. I'll play some more.
According to Debbie Jackson, I would love to know why the hell these women and their deceitful parents are not in jail yet. The parents, for example, have managed to tick all the boxes when it comes to being guilty for soliciting a minor among other crimes, and jail is where they belong. Likewise, the women have been so involved in defamation campaigns against R. Kelly, plus time and again they have been found to have lied under oath.
Wow.
It's only fair that the government seeks to punish lawbreakers and not individuals only because of who they are. It's no doubt R. Kelly was targeted for who he is and not for what he allegedly did. If crime was what the district attorneys were after, the Clary parents would already be on the inside, in shackles and wearing orange. Instead, they are free and enjoying a normal life while the man they framed is languishing in prison and paying restitutions to them. The government has technically become an enabler of blackmail, considering it's what the Clarys had always been about when they deployed their daughter to trap R. Kelly. According to Daniel, everyone involved in these dirty games was in it for the money, and once the money stopped flowing, the people started pointing fingers and changing their stories to suit their desired narrative. It's no wonder Azriel only flipped after R. Kelly failed to pay for the Trump Tower apartment. It was all a game of extortion, and this is what the shameless government is facilitating. If you wish to take part in a live interview discussing any of these topics, let us know by sending an email to Sasha LFA.
Everybody knows Trump Tower apartments are not cheap.
So the Cook County DA, she need to be in jail.
Everybody that was involved in sending him to prison need to be in jail. All the ones that's lying anyway.
Yeah, one that's lying. But now, how do you know who's lying
and who's not?
You can't tell now.
I mean, it's all a big conspiracy. It's just all thrown in the pot. If the majority of people in the pot's lying, then that means everybody else might be lying too.
Yeah.
That's
so
true.
how you pick and choose which one's not lying?
Who knows? This is something else, boy.
They probably will have to drop those charges against him. Because they have no way of knowing who's lying and who's not lying.
Then, like I said, he had to go to the appeals court whenever that date may be. What?
Well, he got to go so they can drop the charges.
Yeah.
I mean, they know he was set up, so why you have to go through all that?
The court, they set up the case. He don't have to do the courts and do it. Yeah. So they can appeal that, because now once they figure out who's lying and who ain't lying.
How they gonna do that?
I don't know what they're gonna do.
No clue. Follow the messages. You can find anything through technology now.
Oh, really? So
yeah.
you can find what somebody lying or not.
You can tell who they text and what they said to try to set somebody up.
So they talking about like going through their cell phone.
You know that information is long gone.
No, the information never gone out of cell phones. It's always stored on the cell phones company network.
What, forever?
Forever.
So you think the government gonna go through that expense?
I don't know what they gonna do.
Well, I'm just telling you, the government is not gonna go through that expense to get the phone records so they can prove themselves wrong.
Yeah,
well, his lawyer's gonna have to get that evidence.
The government ain't gonna do it. Cold, dirty, dark world. I'll play some more. We don't have much left.
That was the end of it anyway, wasn't it?
No. Oh, now my mouse don't want to act right. The government trying to set me up.
Oh, the government, they found out. You telling the story.
Yeah, the government found out. It's a setup.
Or is there somehow the government can just come into your house and find out what you're looking at on the computer?
Well, Well, like I said, we ain't gonna be able to play much more of this. Now my mouth's not working.
Oh, well.
Like I said, this is part 1. I'm still gathering more information. We're going to do part 2 of this.
Yeah, part 2's coming.
Like I said, this is your host, Rakeem the Butcher, my co-host,
Bubba the Bone Crusher.
It's me, Sharon.
If you like this comment, if you like more of this, like, comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned. We're coming tomorrow for part 2 of this information.
Yeah, leave a comment. What do you think about this mess? What do you think about? Are you one of the people that was just totally against RKelly when you find out about this? Or what do you think now?
Tune in for part 2 when Bubba the Bone Crusher gonna get triggered.
Until next time, we out. And get those likes up and make sure you comment. And subscribe. We're trying to get monetized over here.